My name is Peter Johansson. I'm from Sweden. I live in Malmö. I'm born in Dalarna, and that's an area in Sweden. And it's a very special place for Sweden because a lot of the stuff, the folkloric art and the music and very much of the souvenirs and all that comes from that area. So it's the middle of Sweden by heart. So I was brought up with a mother that had a waffle house in the mountains. So you took the skis and you went there and you ate sausage and waffles and coffee and then you bought souvenirs. And that's one part of a very important thing for me. The other part is my father, who was a church painter. He was working with folkloric art in the church. I was a punk rocker. I was engaged in the anarchistic movement in Sweden. We were occupying houses and started different music arenas and things like that. I'm not an anarchist today, but I think I'm still as angry because things are not getting better. The reaction to that is not like anarchistic moves. It's more aggressive art. Here, this piece. This is a sculpture with machines. It's sausages that penetrate furnitures and IKEA boxes.
Yeah, I think we can do that. Yeah,
and then it goes on to Venice. Yeah, but this is a good piece.
That looks
because
really
it's
cool.
Really aggressive.
Yeah.
With the sausages and all. I use all techniques, from graphic and digital stuff to more film and huge sculpture and architectural works. I collect stuff like that, and then when I have enough, I do art of it. And I have a collection of ice spears like this. I buy a lot. I don't yet know how it should look, but I'm working on it. I collect a lot of old paintings with red houses or houses, and suddenly I have an idea and I do that. Art for me is at this point I think it's a way of living also. It's a way of acting, and it's not moral. What you say morally, it's more of a way of doing things in a fun way. I would like to be a king, not a cruel king. I would like to be a king that made really fun and nice stuff. And we had this similar story about Olof Rudbeck in Sweden that found out that Atlantis was in Sweden, and I thought that was very funny. And typical for Sweden in that time, and I think for today also, they think they are in the middle of the world. And they think that everything is Venice is like Atlantis, so it's a perfect spot. So first Berlin and then Venice, it's two really good spots for this exhibition.